Hello everybody, today we're going to be working on foam rolling, releasing tight muscles and getting into those knots. If you have a foam roller that is smooth, I would recommend that, but also if you have those ones with the spikes, those work as well, but they may bring a little bit more sensation into your body. Whatever roller you have, know that you can always adjust the intensity based on how you're feeling today. Let's start in a all fours position. We're going to start by rolling up the quads. So place your roller to your left. We're going to place it just against the left knee. Now you're going to come into a forearm plank and let the roller just land at the front of your knee. Now shift your weight forward until it lands on the roller and then lift the back leg off the floor. From here, bring the roller all the way up towards your hip flexor, so the top of your thigh. And then shift your weight forward, rolling the roller along your right thigh. And the quads, when we roll out the quads, it's a little bit more sensational here. Especially if you run a lot like me, this area can get quite tight. So just go alongside the front of your left thigh. Remember that the knots in your body, they're unique to you and your lifestyle and the activity that you do. So we may feel different sensations. We feel them at different intensities. And it's different for everybody. Okay, keep going here. If it works better for you, you can come onto your hands and then come into like a cobra shape or an upward dog as you roll the roller along your left thigh. If any spot is a little bit more tender or tight, you can hold the roller there. Let the muscle release and soften. Okay, and then switching sides. Roller comes to the base of your right knee. Shift the weight forward and then come onto your forearms or come onto your hands. And then from here, we're just going to go shift forwards and backwards. If you want more weight on the right thigh, you can lift the back leg, you can lift the left leg off the floor. And that puts a lot of pressure onto your right thigh. But again, you can play around with the intensity. Playing around with the positioning. Ooh, okay. Releasing that. Come back to all fours. Now we're going to roll out the inner thigh. This one's going to look like a figure 4 shape. So the roller is going to come long way, parallel, and you're going to rest the left inner thigh horizontally on the roller this way. And you're just going to roll left and right. So you can roll all the way up to the inner groin and all the way to the left inner knee. Remember, if you want to spend a bit more time here, you can always pause the video and take it on your own time. Let's switch sides. Roller comes to the right side, long way. Right inner thigh will rest kind of like a frog pose. And then you can roll right and left, right and left. If you take the heel up towards the ceiling, you get more into the inner thighs, inner knee. Okay, coming back to center, release. Let's go for your hamstrings. So for this one, we're going to sit on your sit bones with the legs straight out in front of you. Now you're going to place the roller underneath your thigh. And then the hands are going to come behind your back. You lift your hips, place the right foot on the floor, left foot is up in the air, and then you can rock back and forth. So going along the upper thigh. Again, if there's any spot that's a little bit tighter, you can hold and breathe as you really feel the sensations in your body. Okay, and then switching sides. Right thigh to the roller, lift the hips, push the left foot into the floor. Coming back to center and release. Okay, going for your glutes. So we're going to, let's do the left side first. The left sit bone will sit on top of the roller. And then from here you can go forwards and backwards. You can even lean right, lean left, and see which area of the glutes needs a bit more massaging. The glutes can get very tight, especially if you run a lot, if you sit a lot. It's actually easier to do glute release with a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, but the roller also works. Okay, and then switching sides. Roller to the right, right sit bone sits on top of the roller, left foot on the floor, and then you go forwards and backwards, leaning right, leaning left. And then slowly release. Calf muscles, so let's go to the left side. The left calf muscle, so the lower leg this time, will rest on the roller. Hands to the back of your hips, lift up and then come back and forth. Rolling to the base of your ankle and then the back of your knee. So the whole lower leg. You can even turn the foot in, turn the foot out to see which part of the calf muscle needs a little bit more releasing. Good. And then changing sides. Right side, roller to the right. Right calf muscle lands on the roller. Lift your hips up, push the left foot into the mat. And then with the hips off the floor, go back and forth. Okay, and then release. Last part, we're gonna do our back. So you can take your roller, let's have it behind the shoulder blades, behind the mid back, and then you can lie on top of your roller. Have the feet on the floor, knees are bent, and then interlace the hands behind your head. Now push the elbows wide, and then rolling back all the way to the top of the shoulder blades. And then slowly through the spine, back to the mid back. So rolling back and forth, releasing any tension. So a lot of us, very common to hold tension in the upper back, in the neck, in the top shoulders. So make sure you account for that. Feeling into your body. You can rest and stay still at any knot or area that feels tight. Again, feel free to stay longer in any body part that needs a bit more attention for you. We're going to come to the mid-back area, so just under the shoulder blades, and we're going to stay. Now from here, keep the knees bent. Bring the knees to touch, so knocked knee position. And then from here, lower the head towards the floor any amount. So opening into your spine, opening into your back. If this is too much for your back, you can stay with the head up. See if you can release the elbows wide. Breathing deeply in this area of stillness. Feeling the chest open, the back body releasing and rolling out. With the help of your hands, very slowly guide your head back up. And then come to a seated position. Thank you for joining me on this little roll session today. I hope you have a great day ahead.